Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today video what we are going to see is how to handle the web table in WebDriverIO. So there are multiple ways are there to handle the web table, but the method which we are going to see is the very straightforward and very simple one. Uh, in fact, there is no need to create any kind of custom function as well if it's not really required in your cases. So in this video that this is the table that we are going to handle. As you see, this is a serenpracticeblogspot.com. So here you can see this is actually kind of dynamic table. So as you see over here, there is a multiple checkbox over here, and similarly you have some links as well. If you click that link, it will go to a certain screen. Okay, so the challenge is like, consider a scenario where if your scenario is like uh, country is equal to size, example kind of Bangalore, then you have to click this checkbox. Okay, and similarly if you have a condition like where California is your country, even though it's not really country in Bangalore, California, I'm just giving you an example. If a country is like California, you have to click this no more link. Okay, so this is the condition, guys. Okay, so it depends on the cases. So this may appear in anywhere, like this Bangalore may come sixth row or seventh row, whatever it could be. Okay, so how do you handle in those cases for the web table? Okay, so the method, there are two methods. One is like, which I'm going to tell you in the there's XPath, where you can do it in a single line. The other one was like, you can create a class, and there you can create some custom function, and there you can handle it. Okay, so there are two ways out there. So in this video, the main thing that we are going to see is the easiest way. Okay, which is a very straightforward, which can be done in one line. We can handle it. Okay, so first let's see the XPath. Okay, so as you can see over here, this is the table. Okay, so as you can see, there is a various tags. You can see TR and TD. Okay, so TR is basically represents a row. Okay, and TD means it's a cell. Okay, so this is where we are gonna handle our dynamic uh, way of handling the web table. Okay, so we are going to write a XPath, which is going to be very straightforward. Okay, which is very useful for not only for this table, for any dynamic table. Okay, this method will work. Okay, so what I do is, let's create a XPath. Okay, I'm going to do like TD. Okay, um, text text is equal to um, Bangalore. Yeah, Bangalore. So as you see over here, I have chosen a cell for text value is equal to Bangalore. So this is the main part. So my condition is like, if there is a Bangalore, I need to click this checkbox. Okay, so how I'm going to do this, like, if you see // precede preceding sibling. So I'm going to choose language. This comes under TD. Okay, so what I'm going to do is TD. So under input, if you see, there is a checkbox. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I have to do input. That's it. So this method will help you, like, wherever there's a text was matched. Okay, the respective of the checkbox will select. So this is for the preceding. Why I'm using preceding and sibling is here, because it contains on the left side of uh, the checkbox is contain the left side of the actual text. Okay, if it's a right side, then we have to choose a following sibling. Okay, So since it's a contains the left side, so I'm using preceding and sibling. Okay, so let's see how it works in the our actual code. Then we go for the no more links. Okay, we'll type the, I'll create a variable first. Just a box, await, dollar, check, dot, click. So let me check whether it's working or not. Let's see how it works. It works now. So as you can see, it clicks successfully. So you can use any option, guys. Like example, if you want to choose India, okay, I'm gonna type India here. Okay, then we can see the code. See, so this method will work for all the dynamic tables, guys. This is a very easiest way to do it. So there is no need for you to create any kind of custom function or anything like that. Basically within a one line you can very well uh, cover the entire logic. Okay, so there is no need to use any for loops or anything like that. Okay, so now let's try the this no more link. Okay, so let's try. Okay, I'm going to use India, or we can just say Bangalore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see the XPath for no more. So as you see, it comes under the like it's come under the hyperlink. Okay, so first I have to check this one, change this one. So instead of presenting, we need to type following. Okay, so there is no input, that's the reason it was not there. So if it is under input, means you have to type input. So here it's a hyperlink, so I just give a, as you see. Okay, so till this part it's very critical, guys. Okay, so this last two part, it's basically based on your HTML, how it was structured. So these two you can basically do it as per your table. Okay, so till then there is no change. You don't need to change much. Okay, it mostly works for every dynamic table. This last two you have to change it accordingly as per your project. Okay, so let's try this now. Constant matches link, just creating a variable, guys. Dollar, okay, so if you click this link, it will go to the Ola page. Okay, so that's our expected output. Okay, okay, let's try the code. See, it works now. So this method will work pretty much on every dynamic table, guys. Okay, you can very well use this method. There is no need to create any kind of complex class or complex function, anything like that. Okay, so this is one of the easiest way to handle the dynamic web table. So most of the cases when you handle the web table, your condition will be like this, right? So you have to verify what values are there, then you have to see what values according as per the match. You have to do certain operation, like whether you have to get text, or to select certain options or delete some options. So this method will pretty much work, guys, no matter how complex the table are. Okay, so this method will pretty much work. So in case if you want to create this as a function, okay, or if you want to create in a separate, if you want to maintain this as a separate function and maintain in a different class, that also will work. Okay, so I can show you like how that method works as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is first, like, first I will create a separate JavaScript file. Okay, for this I'm going to name it as webtable.js. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I will create a class WebTable page. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is just create some two custom function as per this uh, line. Okay, so you can so that you can use multiple places as well if it's required. Okay, sick. I'm going to create a variable in a parameter. Okay, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this line. So instead of single quotes, I'm going to use backtrack. The symbol is not working in my keyboard, so I just do the copy paste. Here I have to change a few things here. Dollar, flower bracket. Okay, I think I pretty much define the X path. Now I will name it as a checkbox selector. Okay. I'm going to create one more variable, constant, yes, matches checkbox, wait, dollar symbol. Then I'm going to pass this checkbox selector into here. Okay, so next is a wait. I'm going to write it for click operation. Okay, a wait checkbox dot. Okay, so what I did is I just created one variable for the passing the X path. Okay, and one variable for the basically just for click. Okay, and just pass the dollar symbol and everything. Okay, so we need to create one more function as well. Okay, so let's create now. I'll just rename it. Okay, after copying. Selector. I'm going to change it here. So this is for that clicking the link, and the first one is for the checkbox. Okay, I think I covered, I guess. Let me cross verify. Yeah, I think this will work. Let me rename it as well, this one as well for reference. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done. So what we need to do is first we need to export this. Okay, module dot export. I think now this will work. This syntax is required, guys, for to export it to other JavaScript class or a JavaScript file, anything. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna comment all this stuff. So the next thing we have to do is after export, we need to import the uh, the WebTable JavaScript here. So first we have to create a constant. I'm going to use the same name as in the class here, and then require. So this is the syntax, guys. Okay, so ready. Yes. So what I've done is like since this web table file is under the library, hence I use this path. Okay, so in case if you're using different folder, you can use it accordingly. Okay, and then give the respective name. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to create a object for this class. I'm just giving this sample name only, guys. Okay, so we have created an object now. Okay, now it's now what we have to do is we have to call that specific function. Okay, so a dot click checkbox. Okay, and we have to pass the which value that we need to click the checkbox. So I'm just giving you as India here. Okay, and then we have to click the next, clicking the link. Okay, so that we can pass that as a triangle. Okay, so we successfully call this function here. Okay, so let's try it in the code and see how it works. It works. So this is the very easiest way to handle the dynamic web table, guys. So as you can see, if you want, you can directly call it here like this. Okay, or if you don't want to handle like this, you can create a custom function as well. Okay, so there is no need to call any no need to create any for loop or any while loop, anything like that, to handle a specific value, anything like that. So mostly like this method will work, guys, like almost 95% this method will work. But I could say, like, if in case if this method does not work, then you can go with the for loop and all those stuff. Okay, because these type of methods will reduce the number of lines in the code. Okay, so that's the reason I highly recommended to use this method for handling a web table. Okay, um, now we can see in case if you want to create the for loop method to handle a dynamic web table, we can see it now also, guys. Okay, so let's see how to handle the uh, uh, a typical way, I could say. I mean, most of the people use this method basically to handle the dynamic web table. Okay, this is the mostly a generic way to handle. So what I do is first I will do the constructor. I will create a constructor. Okay, so I will create a variable like a table ID. Okay, I will tell you why I create this one. So the value which you have to pass here which is supposed to be the table which you, so every table will have the value, right? Will have some table name. So here you see this table name is a customers. Okay, so I'm going to pass this value. Okay, so I'm right now, I don't declare anything here. I'm just giving you just give a table name only around here. What I do is I will create a function, set table id. I tell you why I create this one. I'm going to pass this value. So what I do is I will use this reference. Okay. So here we are going to create one more reference variable, table selector. So this is basically I'm going to create XPath into this variable. I'm going to pass this XPath into this variable. So basically before writing we need to find the XPath for the table, right? So what I'm going to do, writing the XPath for this table id is equal to in the bottom you can see tr and then td. So we are going to cover till tr here. Okay, I'm going to pass the path here. So I'm just using the string template, guys, here. Okay. Dollar. Okay. So the reason I mean instead of we already passing the values straight away into customers, the reason why I'm creating one more function is consider a scenario where you need to pass the different table id. So this is for the customer, so I don't want to hardcore here, even though default value I'm passing hardcore. In case if I want to change in the main function to change the table name, I can do it here. Okay, so in case if you don't want to just hardcoring a value here itself, means you can very well pass this line into here. Okay, just paste this line to here, you can completely comment this function. Okay, so mostly when we're writing a custom function, we want to be very dynamic. Okay, we want to change the value anytime we want, right? So that's the reason I'm just creating a separate function for the table id. Okay, so after we creating this one, what we have to do here in the constructor, this dot set table id, this I'm calling this function. Okay, and then passing the table id. That's it. So this is basically for just handling the that table path. Okay, so basically when you're handling all the rows and columns, so there will be a path you have to mention, right? Like tr/td and everything, right? So every time I need to pass this value into each variable, I'm just going to make it at the common path here in the table selector. Okay, so next what we're going to do is we're going to get all the rows. Okay, sync get all rows. So here we already covered till the rows, guys, so I'm going to use the exactly I'm just going to what could I say, there's not much we're going to change. I'm just going to just create a variable and then wait, double dollar, because it's going to be multi uh, web element. Okay, this dot table selector. Guys, you need to call even this data. You can simply pass this value also again here. Okay, both will work. Okay, so the reason I'm going to here use this string uh, uh, string template is basically when you want to pass somewhere in the middle of the X path or somewhere, you need to use that plus symbol and everything, right? Like this, everything. So in order to avoid that, I'm using this string template here. So this will be very easy to read as well as very simple to handle. Okay, so since I'm already getting all the rows here, I'm just passing the table selector here. Okay, so what I'm just gonna, what next I do, I have to return the rows. Okay, return rows. Okay, so this will help us to get all the rows values, like we have around 7 here, so all the rows value will be get. So in some tables, as you can see here, the first row also it considers a tr. Okay, you consider row. So some cases it will be like th, which will call as a table header. Okay, so in this table we don't have that option. The structure was defined this title also, title section also kind of tr, but in some tables it will be like a th. Okay, so that time you have to change it accordingly, like a th something. Okay, so now right now we can keep it as a tr. So next one, what we're going to use, we're just going to get the count, okay, of the all the rows. So I'm writing a different separate function, so you can use it accordingly. Okay, so I'm just going to rename it count. So what I'm going to do is I'm just type dot length, that's it, nothing much in this one. So this will just basically will return only the length of the all the rows. So I need to rename it row. Okay, yes, sorry, I think get row count. Okay, I just rename it the function name. Okay, get row count. Okay, so what we can do next is here we don't have the header, so as you can see we don't have a header like th. So what can we do is we can directly go to the cell now to handle all the cell value. Get all cell. So what I'm going to do here is just plus td. So to get the cell value, you have to just use td, right? So that's for to handle this specifically for this td. I'm just giving a plus here. Okay, so you can do accordingly, guys. In case if you're if you don't want to start from like t, if you want to like if you're writing create a function for header, you can use th. Okay, so since I want to handle cell, I'm just giving it td. Okay, so here I will change in sales start just returning like a cell or okay. So this will help us to get all the cell value. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write one more function to get the cell count. Okay, get cell count. So I'm just going to just click length, that's it. Okay, so this will help us to get all the cell count. Okay, so we have written 4 custom function right now. So the next thing what we are going to write is to get the specific cell value. consider a scenario where you already know where the value is exactly going to come. Like consider Bangalore, you know exactly it's going to come on uh, second row and fourth column. Okay, you need to pass any kind of text value, anything. So you're going to just pass the just row and column index, and you want to get that particular index value. So for that, you can write this custom function. Okay, so async. Just wait. I'll just copy paste this. It will be easy. I'm going to do is get cell value. I'll rename this function name. Okay, so I have to change the XPath here. What I'm going to do is introduce to $1 symbol. Okay, so and I have to pass two parameters, row comma column. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, to write a custom over here, you need to pass value like this, like 4 and then 2. Okay, okay, so something like this you want to pass it. Okay, you want to pass some index like this. So let's go and write it. So I need to change this XPath a little bit even more dynamic. So what I'm going to do is I'll just use first backtrack symbol. Okay, now I'm going to pass the row and column. Just see it. So as you can see over here, when you use this option, so this selector till table.selector, this will cover till tr. So that's the reason after tr you need to pass the just row number. So that's the reason I'm use the square bracket over here and then pass the string template, like to pass this row value. And next you have to pass /td, right, like here, right? So for this I'm just using /td and again same square bracket and pass that column value here. So this will help us to do. So when you're writing like a plus symbol over here, this will be more complex. There is a possibility you might miss something and there will be syntax error will come. To avoid this one, I'm using this black track with using string template. Okay, in the JavaScript concept. So this will help you to change it accordingly as well, in case if you want to change anything in the future as well. Okay, so I'm gonna change a little bit the cell name as well. Okay, style return cell. So what I'm going to do is here, while returning, I'm going to use the get text as well, since we are going to fetch the exact specific value. Cell dot get text. Okay, so this will help us to get the specific index value from the table. This function will work. So next one, what we are going to do is we are going to fetch all the table values. So how to do that, right? Example, like if I want to print every value in the table, so the function what I'm going to write here is specifically for just like getting all the table values. Okay, so thereafter I can show you like how to alternatively can handle this method in a for loop. Okay, so first I will print all the table values. For that I will create one more function. Okay, just a minute, I'll just copy this, get table values. Okay, so same variable name I will use here, and then yeah, this is fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create one array, cell values. I just create an empty array now. So what I'm going to do here is I will create for each loop. You can create a for uh, off loop also, you can do it, but I will go with for each loop here. Okay, for each async element. So what I'm going to do is cell values dot cell values is basically array, just I'm going to push in the array, in this particular array. Okay, and then wait. Element dot get. Okay, so this will push all the values from the table into the particular array. Okay, so here you have to return that array. Okay, so guys, in case if you don't want to create a specific array also, this method will work. Okay, you can you have to just skip these lines and stuff, so it will directly pass into that uh, element, okay, for each value which you get it from the cells. So I'm just giving for example, like in case if you want to pass it in a array in each all the table values, so this is the way you have to use the push command here. Okay, and then you have to use each element to get it the text. Okay, so here you can very well get all the values, guys. Okay, so this method will work for to get all the table values. Okay, so next custom function what I'm going to write is alternative for this method. Okay, so this method also will pretty much work exactly the same way, but but for you have to write a couple of lines of code. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to write one more function, match text. Okay, so I'm going to create a variable for rows. Wait, this dot get all rows. So I'm going to just get all the rows from here. I mean, I'm just going to call everything here, so that's why I just call this function. Okay, instead of passing that x path. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create for loop for constant row of rows. Okay, I'm going to create a for of loop, let cells of weight dot I'm just gonna pass all the I'm just gonna just loop with all the rows, guys, and then see the cell value from there. Okay, td. Now I'm going to do create one more for loop uh, to get all the cell value as well. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is I'm going to just verify. So here I just loop all the column, right? So here I'm going to verify certain text. Okay, if the cell value matches that text, I want to click the checkbox. Okay, so for that I'm just going to use one if loop here. If, okay, wait cell dot get text. Okay, So here this will get the cell, particular cell value. Then I dot includes, I'm verifying, okay, text. So what are the value that you're going as a passing as a parameter over here? It will verify each cell value. It will verify that value is matching or not. Okay. So I'm gonna use. So if it matches, what I'm gonna do is wait cells zero dot click. Okay. And next what I'm going to do is similarly, so basically like when you see each table, this comes to the first uh, row, right? So it will be the index of 0 1 2 3 and 4. So that's the reason I'm giving 0 here. Okay, so next one was after I click this link, I want to click here as well. Okay, so I'm just gonna use the index as 4. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done here. For I think this method will work. Alternatively, in case if this method does not work for you, this method will work for this method definitely will work. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to call all the functions in the main file. Okay, so I'm just going to comment everything. Okay, so first what we do is we will call the row count. Okay, console log. Wait, 8 dot get count. So what I do is first I will just run this calling this function around, then we can call every function. Okay, I want to see whether this one works fine. Let's run the code. We're not clicking any buttons in this code because I just commented everything. I'm just gonna see how the row count will be, whether it's coming or not in the output. Okay, see the row count comes as a 7. So this our function actually works. So this function is actually works. Okay, so next what can we do is we will do the cell count as well. Cell count. Okay, so this will display all the cell count. So here like I'm going to want to pass the specific cell value. So I'm going to call a different function for this cell value. So here I have to pass the index. Okay, I'm just going to pass 2 comma 4. Okay, okay, so this will get the specific cell value. The next one what I'm going to do is to do this operation. Okay, the one is Bangalore. I'm going to pass the Bangalore, so that will click that checkbox, as well as that when Bangalore was matches, I want to click this one and this one. Okay, so I'm gonna call that one a dot match text pass Bangalore. So let's run the code. Okay, I think the fourth option was works, I think, but the checkbox was doesn't work. Okay, I think we can see what's the problem. First see whether we can see the count is coming or not. Okay, the cell count is working. Okay, the specific cell value India is coming. Okay, so these functions are work. So we can see why the match Texas does not work. Okay, so okay, sometimes this, in case if this click method it does not work directly like this, you can do for one more alternative method as well. Okay, so I can tell you how to handle that one. Let's see whether that method is working. So instead of directly give the dot click, we can give the direct XPath for that one. Let's see the checkbox XPath. Okay, this checkbox we can give. So I'm gonna use dollar. I'm going to remove the index here, okay, because it will not work. Index means it will definitely not work, so I'm going to remove the index here. So whenever it matches, I'm just giving the direct XPath here. So this method also will work, guys. Let's see. In case if the direct click was does not work, okay. Yeah, it works now. So this method also will work, guys. You have to just change few stuff here. Okay, so this method also will work. So in case if you don't want to custom function like this, you can use this XPath. I mean this for loop method also you can use. So both methods will work accordingly. You can use it in your project. Okay, so I think the one thing we does not use is like I think we haven't checked that table value function, I guess. So let's verify that one as well. Okay, to print all the table values. A dot get. So this is something we haven't checked. I think we can check now how that works. It is not required now. We're going to just print all the table values and the row count and everything. Let's see the table values. I think all the values have start printing here. You can see. So we can able to get all the table values as well. So as you can see here, so all the table values are coming. So this method also working fine, guys. Okay, so you can use this to get all the table values. You can use this method as well in real time. Okay. The other one was consider like if you're giving a wrong table name or something like this. Okay, you want to change the table name in the main function. Okay, you want to change, you don't want to exit with the hardcore one. So how to change this one? So in that case you can use a dot set table id is equal to customers. So this method will change this. So I'm giving a wrong table name here, guys. Okay, so first let me fail the script, then we can, then I will run it. Okay, I'm just giving a wrong table name here. Okay, just like I remove the yes. Yeah, the script is failed. Okay, so you can't find the anything because we given the wrong table name, so none of the export will not work. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rename the table name here, table ID here. Okay, so let it be the customer. I'm going to just change the customers. Okay, so now let's try how it works. Yeah, it works. Yeah, it works. As you can see, right? So I'm just directly calling the table ID here. So that's the main reason I'm using this function, guys. Okay. But if you really don't want it, you can very well comment and then just pass this tool line into here in the constructor. So that also you can do. But since I want to be the script is very more dynamic, I was just creating a separate function for this to handle the table ID. Okay, because not every time you really don't know what is the exact table name, so I'm just giving you the option here to you can change it here as well directly. So I think we pretty much covered everything in this video, guys. I know this video gets very long, but I hope you have learned a lot of new things here. So that's all, guys. I think we pretty much covered everything in this video, I guess. I think this video gets very long video than I expected, but I hope that you guys have learned something new. So we are going to post a lot of video like this, guys, in the upcoming days. So please click the like button and subscribe button for more videos. And thanks for watching this video, guys, and thanks all.